Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream guys. We are gonna do what we were supposed to do yesterday. So yesterday we had a stream where I was going to first decorate my house, and then I was gonna go over to the Legends of Ultima server with my little priest that, not priest, my thief that I've made over there. And we never actually got around to doing that second portion at all. It just took all day long to do the decoration. So I'm gonna keep my promise of going over there, and we're gonna do that now. I just wanted to quickly show what's going on here with my home here in in Aria Europe PvE. I'm gonna get really muddled, guys, with these server names. So as you can see, like, one of my plans was to set up a vendor here on the porch, and I had this sort of vision in my mind that it's gonna be like super cute looking and kind of realistic looking to have, like, you know how all the the merchants and vendors in people's shops, you know, they're all scattered around outside the houses. And while of course that is very, very efficient at luring, you know, catching people's attention and having them, you know, come and do some shopping and browsing, what I don't like is that it really sort of looks kind of fake all over the world. Like when I'm traveling through the environment and I just see all of this stuff spread out, because, you know, sort of like in real life, that would not really happen that way, right? So I am sacrificing the sort of eye-catching element here, for sure. I am aware of that. But I thought, you know, the more I can make this look natural, like a shop would actually be set up. And, you know, naturally, a shopkeeper here, especially now that it's raining, they would probably set up here on the porch. And there he is behind his table. And actually, I set these up last night, guys. And I already made a sale, which I can't believe, really, because I didn't do it on stream, and also it's just such a small server still that I can't believe that somebody actually came by. And also I checked the name. So just for those who don't know, these days there is this, like, this is one of the most glorious things that they implemented for the Steam launch. I am so happy about this. So now it is so handy to browse through a merchant's wares. So you just double click the guy, and then you choose from the list, you choose show me your sale ledger, and then I of course can see my sale logs. And I don't know who this Juna person is, but so somebody named Juna has bought a horse from me. And so what I was gonna say is that like you know, it could have been kind of understandable that I would have made a sale from somebody who I already know, but I don't know that person. So it's kind of cool, you know, somebody just random has popped by. I've never even seen a player named Juna here on the server, so that was cool. Because you know, you could imagine, like, if they were one of my friends or somebody from the stream, somebody might want to come and support, or, you know, come and visit the house because they saw it on stream and so forth. So that was not the case. Unless it was somebody's alt, I'm not sure. But anyhow, how handy is this that now, when you want to browse through the wares, you can just scroll through pages and pages. You don't have to go sort through the different bags and try and figure out the names. And like, it's been so annoying to try and scroll through these and then mouse over all of the items. I am so happy by that change. Hey there, Coffee is Life. Welcome back. Nice to see you again. And Bloody Syndrome as well. Welcome, guys. So yeah, I got this set up last night, and I put a couple of benches here. This was something I was dreaming of doing. I still need to set up a table with maybe some, you know, ale on it, or I don't know, something that looks like somebody might have been sitting here actually and doing something. Maybe some flower pots and things. But yeah, let's put Safrina back here in home, and we are going to now log on to the Legends of Ultima server. And I am pretty sure my poor little thief is probably going to die, especially since the Legends of Ultima server is a PvP server, so I'm gonna have to try and travel lightly, and especially streaming when you're sort of traveling through a PvP server, you know, everyone can come and stream snipe. So hello Hawkwind, nice to see you again. So I hope you guys have had a good day, and yeah, let's get into this now then. And yeah, it was this account that I rolled that thief on. And welcome back, Palindrome. Nice to see you again. By the way, Palindrome, I was meaning to ask when I saw your, when I saw the 69 in your name, does that mean that you're also born in 1969 like me? Well, am I imagining things, or is it not visible here in the list? Huh. Oh, there it is. No Mercy Ever presents Legends of Aria. No. It's not here in the list, is it, guys? Are my eyes just not working? Aria, PvP, PEV, Italia, France, Moongate. There is not Legends of Ultima here. And hey there, Space Vacation. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I see. Okay, so there has been, I the first time I was logged on, I did notice that there was a lot of restarts going on. I guess you guys are trying to sort things. Are you from that server? Oh, I see. Citadel Studio is restoring the memory problem that happened overnight. I haven't heard about that. So, okay, let me just check. I'm going to check the Discord here. I just want to see their announcements while we're waiting. Huh. I do usually check the announcements when I wake up in the morning. So let me see now. Announcements. I'm not seeing anything about that kind of thing last night, but maybe it was something that not everyone is aware of, or like that they didn't feel it was worth making an announcement about. And hello there, Versago 2099. They had a whole region with corrupt data last night. Oh, but wasn't that the... I did see the Legends of Ultima message about that. That I did see on their Discord. I wasn't aware that Citadel Studio had some issues though. Right. But oh yeah, isn't it so that the community servers, they physically lie on the Citadel Studio like physical servers, right? Isn't that how it works? So that would kind of explain the connection there, I guess. My stream. Oh, is it up again? Okay, cool. Let's go see. Ah, they had to go through CS to fix it. How unfortunate. That must be so stressful to deal with those. And hey there, Ipponuts, nice to see you again. Sounds like you steal babies. Oh dear. Legends of Ultima, where are you? Hey there, Ben Joseph. Welcome back. Nice to see you tonight. How's your day been? Coffee. I did. The first time I made... Oh, I saw something from the side of my eye that something happened here. So the first night... Oh, there we go. Quickly in before something happens. The first night when I made that character, I did spend probably like 6 hours actually on the server, just like exploring and trying to figure out what the heck I have to do to get my thief stuff going on. And thankfully a very, very helpful player. So I ran into this problem that when I rolled the thief, she wasn't spawned with any lockpicks. So first, of course, the very first thing I did was go to check whether any of the shop merchants were selling lockpicks, like the Tinker or the General shop. Didn't see any lockpicks at all. And then the next thing I tried was to go over to Buccaneer's Den to see if there was any on sale there, and I didn't see them there either. Let me just actually let's run over to town quickly. So while I talk, why is she so slow? Why is she so slow? Is she overloaded perhaps? No, wait, 21,500. Why is she running so slow, guys? She's just walking, even though my cursor is... You can see I have all my... Is it the horse's stamina? Let's try running. Oh, I'm in sneak mode. Oh, I see. How the hell do I get out of this? There we go. I think that fixed it. Oh, I know what might have happened. I might have actually hidden myself before I logged off. Yeah, that's probably what happened. So let's just go into the town. And hold on, what did I set for hiding? Okay, let's just... The first thing to know when you're in an old school Ultima Online kind of game is don't stand in place for a very long time. There could be thieves lurking about, stealthing about, so always go into hide mode. And of course, this is probably like some kind of like Unity issue. I'm not sure that the character is not like... The only way for me to see that she's actually hidden is that the head is transparent. So I hope this is fixed someday. I'm assuming this is not from the server's end. This is more... Oh, she looks so freaky. This is probably like more of a Citadel Studios issue, isn't it? I'm assuming. But yeah, so as I explained here, so yeah, I didn't find any lockpicks. And so then I went to Buccaneer's Den, and that was quite an adventure to find my way there. And oh yes, I was also trying to find a book to train up lockpicking, because I had 0 when I started. And actually, maybe I didn't take lockpicking then when I rolled this character. Because if she had 0, I probably didn't take it then. That would explain why I didn't have any lockpicks. Strange. Yeah, oh, now I think I know why. I think I prioritized... So, because I want her to have magery so that she can recall and mark runes and stuff. So my lessons from playing Ultima Online was I had magery for all my characters, enough so that they could recall and make runes. Just enough for that. So that was like my very first thing to do, was like to put as much magery as I could when I rolled this character. And then I took, what else did I took? The hiding, I had 0, because I knew hiding would be probably just easy to, just keep on spamming it as you're running around like I did back in the UO days. And there's somebody running past. And meditation, that has just come from... I don't think I took meditation skill, though, when I rolled this character. And stealing I took as much as possible, because I remembered from old Ultima Online days that stealing is a real pain to get leveled up. So that one I took as much as possible, magery as much as possible. Animal taming and animal lore are things that I've just like raised up as I've just tried to tame myself enough taming so that I can at least have a horse. Oh, now I know why I have 30 of these skills, because healing, Eval Int, meditation, all of these I just bought the skill book for. Yeah, so those I didn't roll when I first started. maybe I took a bit of snooping when I first started as well. But so anyhow, to continue the story, I didn't realize, I just assumed that a lockpicking skill book would be in Buxton, where the stealing and the snooping and all those are. So I went all the way over there. I couldn't find lockpicks. I couldn't find a lockpicking skill book. And then I was asking on Discord, and somebody said it's actually the skill book for lockpicking is just in the just near the banks in the normal like towns. And, you know, of course, I assumed that it would be, you know, in the same sort of group of these kind of nasty skills. So, but hey, at least I didn't bump into any PKs on that journey, and I didn't get killed. I was able to get into Buxton. I didn't actually bump into anyone on that journey, thankfully. I was so scared. Guys. So eventually I did get my lockpicking book. I bought it from here in Vesper. And then about the lockpicks. So the next thing I thought I would try would just raise up a little bit of... I bought myself a pickaxe and also and tinker's tools. I was thinking, okay, well, maybe I'll just make my own lockpicks. So I go mining some ore, and then I realized that I should probably check, because I had this sneaking suspicion, because even though in Legends of Aria, of course, making lockpicks is a very minuscule thing for a baby blacksmith to do, I had this kind of memory in my mind that might not be the case with Ultima Online. So I did check the wiki for the server, and sure enough, lockpicking, you require like tinkering skill, a very, very high, was it even 70 or something like that. So then that was out of the question. So then I was kind of desperate, like, how in the hell am I going to get myself some lockpicks, right? So then I started asking on the Discord, that I sort of explained my scenario here, and I don't know what to do. And then and here's what happened next, which was kind of funny. So I got sent a private message by somebody who, of course, I didn't know. And you know how it is back in the old Ultima Online days, when people sort of swindle each other and you could be like duped out of things, and you had to always be vigilant. If you're in the cities, you always had to be on guard. Maybe a thief is gonna come and steal from you. If you go through the outside of the towns, you have to be vigilant. Maybe somebody's gonna murder you, and somebody might try to trick you into a bad deal or try to steal your stuff, right? So I noticed I went right back into that mode that I had back in the old days when I first started Ultima Online. And I was even suspicious of like any offers on Discord. So this person was offering to sell me some, at least I thought at that moment that they were offering to sell me some lockpicks. And so I was like envisioning this scenario in my brain that, okay, we will be at the bank somewhere, and I will have the money in my backpack and try and do a deal with this person, and they might make advantage of me being a complete noob to the server, and they might actually snoop and steal my gold while we're about to do the trade. So this is how like paranoid I actually got. Because that's, you know, you have to be paranoid when you play this kind of like old Ultima Online life, right? So then I started to ask on Discord that, you know, the sort of swindling that goes on in game, which is all part and parcel of the experience, does that extend to Discord? Like, can I sort of trust what people say in Discord? And do people keep it only in the game, that they don't extend that outside of the game? And I think people were probably a little bit confused about what the hell am I talking about. But anyhow, it all ended well, guys. So I did meet up with this person who was offering to sell me lockpicks, and actually it turned out that they didn't even want to sell them. They just wanted to give them to me. And so this very, very lovely lady, I think her name was Chloe, very generously gave me 150 lockpicks and some money as well. And I was really having a hard time actually accepting the money, but she insisted. So I made a promise to her that I'm never going to steal from her if I come across her. So that was those were my experiences, guys, from the very first evening. And then the next thing I tried after I had gotten my lockpicks was to buy. She recommended getting like a lockbox and then practicing, and that's what we used to do in Ultima Online as well, right? So I bought one of these from the general store, like the trader, and I tried locking it, but it won't let me lockpick this guy's. So I don't know what's up with that, because at least the ones, remember the little red ones in Ultima Online? You could definitely lock them and then lockpick them yourself. So I don't know what's up with that. I can't. And let me just check what you guys are saying. So Drad is, no, I am on Legends of Ultima server. So it's one of the community servers, and what they try to do is they try to emulate the old Ultima Online rule set of everything. Okay, let me check here. And you're doing well, Ben Joseph. Yeah, you're at lunch right now. And hello there, Blandigan. Nice to see you again. Yes, more Aria. And I heard, by the way, speaking of more Aria, that brought to mind that like what my schedule is going to be this month. So as I've mentioned before, when Classic WoW comes out, I'm going to probably move on to that for a while. And actually, my son just told me that they have made the launch date earlier. Was it 26th of this month? And tomorrow, apparently, you can go and reserve your names. At least on the EU server, you can go and reserve your names if you have a subscription. So I have to like set up the subscription today and then be vigilant tomorrow to reserve my character names. Oh, right. It's a bug. It's a bug then, Space Vacation. Ah, okay. But Space, it could have just been that I didn't take any lock picking. It could be, because I had 0 skill, actually. So I couldn't have taken any lock picking then. I don't know what my thinking was then. Maybe it was, it was probably just because I thought to myself that I should prioritize actually majory, because then at least I'll be able to move around and recall and stuff like that. I'm not sure anymore. Oh, really? Coffee is life, so it's better to just delay your tune and re-roll if you get that empty backpack at start. I just thought it was like a future. I had no idea. Hey there, Diddleman. Welcome to the stream. Why is Nightbot spamming so much? It's really annoying in Nightbot because you have to set like how often the Nightbot like sends out those messages, but you can't like adjust their starting times, right? So when the cycle starts, so a lot of the times the messages will all come on top of each other, because I have tried to space them out. So I've made one of them, I've made like 35 minutes apart, another one 45 minutes apart, and I'm hoping that as time goes by and those differences accumulate, that the Nightbot messages will come at more different times. But it's really kind of restricted what you can do with the timing there. And Coffee is Life, there's also player shops, some by Moongate outside of Britain, the last you checked. Oh, Britain is something I haven't checked yet. So what we're actually going to do in this stream today is that so as far as lockpicking, what I have been doing is I have been going to these little houses just outside of the city here in I should say Vesper, not Pyro's Landing, and there are some little chests in those. So I've been practicing a little bit there, but it's slow going because I can't do it over and over. And hey, I know I'm going off on different tangents here, but I was absolutely shocked and puzzled, and I couldn't believe it when I saw on the wiki. So this person who gave me the lockpicks, she was giving me some advice that so then what you probably want to do is start macroing like the lock picking. And I was like, oh, you mean like attended macroing, so that's allowed? And then she said, well, actually unattended macroing is allowed. And she gave me the link to the wiki, and it's not only allowed, but it's actually recommended. Like, what is going on? Because in every game I've ever played, macroing is kind of questionable, but I guess kind of okay as long as you're attended and, actually right there in your computer, or in front of your computer. But unattended macroing has been, you get banned from games for doing that. And actually, guys, I have a story about that. I was doing attended macroing back in the day in Ultima Online, and then I had my macro going, and then I had to get something from the kitchen, just quick, and in between that time, I had the worst luck, and I come back to my computer, and I was in jail. So that was back in a time when they actually put you in jail for that. Thank you for the follow, Winston VR, and welcome to the stream. So, can you believe it? Innocent Cats has been in Ultima Online jail, and I forever regret that I didn't realize to take a screenshot. But since that moment, I was a good girl ever since, and I never did that again. And I kind of avoid macroing. Like, I think the only game I've ever macroed in was Ultima Online back in the day. So yeah, coming back to that, like, what the hell? It is actually recommended? It says so right on the wiki. I don't understand. Like, I'm trying to get my head around that. Yeah, at least though, Coffee, that journey was an exciting one. Like, it was an interesting one. Oh, and here's one of my first reactions. Okay, so obviously that first night that I played, and I would have streamed that, guys. I would have streamed that otherwise. I mean, that would have been a really interesting thing to stream, right? But I wanted to actually, so Mr. Laggy, who is going to be my partner in crime here as a thief, he was streaming, so I thought, nah. I had just done that like monster stream the day before, so I thought, no, I'm gonna rest today. I'm just gonna chill out, just relax, watch Mr. Laggy stream, and I will stream the next day again. And Palindrome, as the idea guru, purely to keep things family friendly, may I suggest a sack? Oh, you mean her outfit? Yeah, well, surely that, I'm hoping, you're probably just joking around, but now when I think about it, like, would Twitch have a problem with that? With this outfit? I don't think so. And you see, she, oh, there's actually we could put this one on. There we go. That's better. That was one of the dresses I stole from one of the chests, by the way. Oh, I do like lockpicking, though. I do. I mean, I have to be able to lockpick if I'm going to be a thief, right? And hey there, Finzia. Nice to see you again. And congratulations, Finzia got herself a llama. I saw it on Twitter, Finzia. It is so cute. And the little llama has his head up so high. He looks so proud. So yeah. Oh, okay. So coming back to when I mentioned that, like, first reactions to this server. So one of my first reactions actually was when I saw Mr. Laggy taming a horse like this. So let me show you guys. I was amazed because I just made a horse skin like this for Worm Online. Not a few months ago. It was last year sometime. Worm Online horse colors. So this is the Wormpedia, and this was an image I provided them. So you see this one, black silver at the end? And it was so freaky seeing that. I was like, oh my gosh, that's almost identical, that horse. So in Worm Online, there are several different horse colors, of course. And these were just like, I had asked them, like, can I make some horse skins for you guys? Because originally Worm Online only had these, the first 5 colors up till the gold. And then I was like, we need more horse colors. Can I make some skins for you guys for free? And so first I made these 3 ones, and then everyone loved them. And then later on, the community managers asked me if I could make some more. And so then I made these ones last year. And that black silver actually, so this black silver color is an actual color in real life. Like there are horses that look like that, and I'm assuming that whoever has made this one has, you know, looked at photographs on Google of different horse colors and thought it was like super cool, and decided to implement that then for this game as well. So that was one of my first things, like, oh my gosh, there's the black silver. And then one of my other reactions as well was that I didn't understand that there were, because since I took majory for this character, obviously you can imagine that one of the most important things for me, especially starting out with, you know, hardly anything, is that I need reagents. And I didn't see any reagents on the ground other than like just outside of Oklo. I saw some ginseng, and was it maybe garlic and ginseng? But why? I don't understand that, because back in Ultima Online there were reagents all over the place, right? There were reagents all over the world, and that's the way it is also in Legends of Aria. So I don't understand why you guys have not implemented like reagents on the ground here. Like it must be a technical reason or something. But that was like one of my first reactions. Then some sort of so those were like my confused reactions to some things. But then what I was really delighted by was by all the custom things that you guys have made here. I went through a zoo, and that was super cool. And I've seen a lot of like really nicely built things. So I can only imagine that once, so for those who don't know, it's shaped like Legends of Aria right now, but they are working hard on making the actual Ultima Online map. So that is going to be super cool, and that's going to be, from what I hear, coming in a few months. So that's something I bet it's going to be so gorgeous. So that's going to be interesting. What else did I react to? Let me think now. Well, first of all, I have to say, I was so happy to see the taming text above when you're taming a pet. I'm so happy you guys implemented those taming texts, because that just makes it so immersive and so cute, and it's just so charming to sort of feel like you're actually like speaking to the target, and you already start to sort of bond with it as you're saying these phrases, even if they are like automated phrases that you yourself are not writing. You get this feeling, emotional feeling, that you're bonding with the animal already at that point. And speaking of bonding, you know, I probably need to start bonding one of my horses. One little second, my son is trying to call me. I'm just gonna send him a message on Facebook quickly that I am streaming. He's gonna come over tomorrow. So he is So he is, what was I gonna say? So I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow because he's coming over. That's what I meant to say. And he has been working on his solo album, and what we're gonna do tomorrow when he comes over is that I am going to, we're gonna think about an album cover together. I'm just gonna send him a message quickly here, because we do talk here on Facebook a lot, so I'll be able to see. Okay, so not screen captured cat. So what do you mean, palindrome? Not screen captured cat. And that reminds me, when you say screen captured, I need to actually check whether or not my display is working now for... Let's just switch over to the display capture. So we're going to shut down the game capture and go to display capture. That way, if I want to share something on a browser, I will be able to do so, because last time it crashed and I couldn't show you guys anything. That's better? Okay. Oh yeah, because you guys couldn't see it because of the display capture thing. Okay, let me show that again. Yeah, sorry about that. And I'm glad you, thank you so much for mentioning that palindrome, because the thing is that by default I usually have the display capture here in OBS, so that's why that's what my mentality is, that of course you guys can see my screen, and of course, and I forgot that I had to deal with that crash last time. So here's the black silver. So the old horses and worm were these ones up till the gold. Then I did these three over here, and then they asked me to do more last year, and then I did the black silver as one of them, and that's the one that looks like the one here in Legends of Ultima. So it's a beautiful horse color. I didn't actually, before I started looking for reference images, I didn't even realize that kind of horse color exists, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, thanks Palindrome for pointing that out, because I wouldn't have realized to then switch on the proper like display capture this time. So anyhow, hello Disse, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again. So what we're going to do tonight is I'm probably not going to do too much stealing because I still need to work on my skills, but the main thing is that the character was created a couple days ago, and apparently there's like this kind of thing that you have to have so and so many weeks of age for your character before you can join the Thieves Guild and then start stealing from players. So at least that sort of aging process has begun with my character. And oh yes, now I remember what I needed to do. So we are going to actually, let's get like some bonding stuff going on with my horse. So this is just one of my extras, this pony. But let's claim black silver from here. And then we're gonna, I want to stable my pet. Let's stable this one. And I guess what I need to do is go and buy... thank you for the follow, Yario-sama. I think I need to probably go and buy an apple from somewhere, right? That's at least how the bonding thing worked back in the old days in UO. And of course that was not part of the pre-trammel. I remember the bonding thing came much, 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 much later. So, hold on. I think it went right past the bank here. I'm lost. Where am I going? This way. Over here. There we go. I always get lost in this town in Legends of Aria. The fabled rainbow unicorn. I wouldn't know anything about that. At least in UO back in the day, there was a... Oh, look. This is like... what do we have here? Leather leggings. This is what UO people love to do, don't they? Oh my gosh, it's reagents, guys. Grab everything. This is what we used to do in UO. Somebody dropped something on the ground, and if you were like a newbie character, you just grabbed everything ASAP. Kindling. I could maybe, well, those I can probably collect from the ground myself, but let's just be a complete noob and do that. And I did make a nice little bank macro for myself, or like the phrase, banker, would you mind opening the bank for me? And let me see, what was this? So there was some reagents. What the heck? Nightshade. Because all I have for up till now is garlic and ginseng. So does anyone know why there are no reagents on the ground that I could, like a newbie could pick up? Is that a bug or is that intentional? Garlic. And I should probably, when we go exploring, I will take some bandages with me as well. And I'm not going to take too many. Just enough. And there's some blood moss as well. They've done a nice job of, you know, reusing the Aria assets to try and make the equivalent ones here. They look very much... I definitely recognize that as Mandrake immediately. First reagents. Wow. Now, why would somebody drop those on the ground, though? Guide to Britannia. I think I have one of those already here. Guide to Britannia. Yes. So let's. There's the garbage bag, isn't there? There's always the trash can. Yes. Let's put that there, as I'm sure it's not needed. The bow. I wonder if a vendor would actually, like a merchant would actually buy that. Not to mention all the... Oh, hold on. There is still some spider silk. And... I wonder if a merchant would actually want to buy all of the stuff that I have stolen. So far from those chests, guys, I have stolen all of these, like, clothes and, like, foods and stuff. Let me just check if there's any, like, cool clothes that I want to keep for myself, to be honest, first. So let me just try these on. Oh, and I wonder if my horse would want to eat, like, any of these foods that I could do the bonding thing with. Let's turn off the auto zoom. Hey there, Sick Knees. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again. Blandigan, does stealing have use with the safe zone patch? So that's something I guess I wouldn't know about. So is that something on Legends of Ultima? Or does... Oh, or do you mean like the... Or do you mean that due to Legends of Aria doing the zone change? Well, this is a Legend... Yeah, so you can steal on this server. So this is Legends of Ultima. And hey there, Yario-sama. Ah, I think you were the one that just followed, actually. Yes. So... This is kind of a nice looking dress, actually. I like black. I always like to dress in black with my characters. And where is her, Actually, come to think of it, why isn't her torch equipped? Equip? Strange. Why isn't it turning on any light? Anyhow, let's just have a look through these clothes, actually. And see if, like, which ones are cool. I do like this, this robe, though. That's very much something I want to keep, so we're not gonna sell that one off, that's for sure. Let's just put it here. That's one of the ones I stole, I think. Let's try on these pants, black pants, very, very swanky. Like it, keeping those for sure. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I like that as well. What else do we have here? Let's put them over here. We should probably hide. Oops. There we go. Oh, but then I can't see what these look like properly. Why are the clothes all so much nicer than you have on Legends of Aria somehow? I don't know, they've somehow been colored much nicer than... Maybe, well, these pants I'm not a fan of, I have to say. Nope. Not keeping those pants. But for our little, like, run, well, maybe what we could do is we'll just keep this outfit on, as I don't care about these clothes, and for our little journey. So even if I die and somebody is so mean as to take them away from me, it will be of no loss. But let's see if the you would have to steal that to pick it up from my own backpack. Can I not pick up things from my own backpack? The spell book I could. What's going on? What about this shirt? No, that one I can definitely... Yeah, this can definitely be one of those shirts that I just... I can just throw away or like if I get killed, that doesn't matter at all, does it? And I don't know then what's up with this lockbox that I couldn't use it to... always run away from other players in this game and go into hide. I don't understand this as well. This was also one of my first reactions is, why can't I hide if others are near? We never had that problem in Ultima Online. Wasn't it so that you could hide even if you were right next to somebody? See guys, I've already got like 46.2 hiding, and that was just purely from starting to hide in the game. So that's... So I just run around and I like usually... Oh, shit. And I just like hide all the time. There we go. Why did I press it again? So, yeah, I don't know, like, does anyone know why I can't lockpick the little lockbox like you could do in Ultima Online? And what was it? This pie. Yeah, so this pie is bugged. See? It's saying I would like have to steal from myself. That's kind of weird. There must be some glitchy thing going on with that. But let's take a little bit of money with us. I don't know how much like gosh, I don't know how much an apple would cost, but let's take 1,000 with us and go buy some apples for the horse. And I'm assuming, at least in Ultima Online, those would have been at the sort of normal general shop. And was that over here? No. Where was that again? It was over here. You could buy them just from the sort of provisioners. And I think that would probably be equal to this one over here. Let's see if this guy has like apples. No, hold on. There we go. And we'll go into hide mode immediately. And there's only bread, but let's see if this guy, so he doesn't have any apples. Let's see if he would buy... No, he doesn't want any of the stuff I have. Phooey. Phooey. Okay, well, I'll just keep that food for myself then. That's fine. Okay, Finzia, see you later. And hello there, Sorgish. How long am I going to be streaming today? Probably... It's not going to be a very long stream. Probably 2 or 3 hours only. Because then the family's going to be going to bed. I woke up really late today, unfortunately, so I didn't really get started with my streams too quickly. Okay, so the situation now with the food is that we don't know where to buy apples. I will go and check the inn. That might have some apples. And no NPC wants to... Oh, I can't drag this meat either. That's so strange. See that, guys? What's going on? Very strange. We'll just put those back there. And we will... What did we get? Read me first. Okay, I don't need that either. Because I already have one of those. So that was one of the things that the person had like just dropped on the ground. Let's put that in the trash barrel as well. And be a good, clean citizen. I'm going to check the chat, guys, any second here. And the money we can just put back. And on my travels, I'm not going to need one of my lockpicks either. Well, you never know. We could take one lockpick with us. So even if I lose that, if somebody kills me, it's not the end of the world, is it? And as far as bandages, I have 7. Again, if I die, it's not the end of the world. And the same thing for the horse, really. There are horses like this, a dime a dozen out there. So, inn. Where is the inn here? Let me see. Oh, it's right there in front of my face. Let's see if this person actually, if they sell like the apples over here. Ale over there. And this guy doesn't sell any apples either. So how do you get apples for your horse to start the bonding process? Okay, let me just go into hiding here quickly and failed to hide. There we go. See what you guys are saying here. And hey there, Sol Skugan. The lag. So is the stream buffering for you, or do you mean like the lag in the game? And Winston VR, you were asking, is this server better than the official ones? I don't know yet. This is my like second time logging on to this server. I do, from what I have seen though, that the people who play on this server are really, really devoted and excited about it and love it here and promote it everywhere. So it must be good if you want the sort of old Ultima Online experience. And this, you were asking, like, any real prospects for thievery? Let's say you manage to steal some pants or some normal everyday items. What do you do with those? Yeah, that's a good question, because I stole those little pieces of clothing and some food from the chests, the treasure chests that are around. However, nobody wants to buy them, so it's just mainly like stealing practice then. And I wonder, by the way, you saw how that one guy ran by. I wonder if he can, like, from his client, does the horse become invisible as well, or do they, or is only I myself invisible to them? Because the horse doesn't look invisible, so I'm wondering whether what he sees is just a horse standing there, doing nothing, and then he can't see me. I wonder. Because at least in UO, the horse would become invisible as well if you were sitting on one. Oh, Oh, Finzia, the devs need to open another EU server. The lag is getting stupid. They got 3 US, but only 1 EU. Yeah, I left some feedback about that. Not only the fact Finzia, but Finzia already went, but I'll say this anyhow. Not only the fact that we didn't get a new EU server, but also that they didn't do any event for the EU servers over the weekend. They did several for the American servers, though. I did leave feedback on their Facebook messages about that. So, Sickneys, you sell to the players, get some contacts to sell stolen stuff to. I see. Then you save up enough money so you can start your own criminal empire where people steal stuff for you and sell them to your contacts. Oh, you were answering this, I see. Yeah, true, Dissa, true. There are many options. So, Dissa, you were asking, what do we think that is it better just try this game on official servers first or hop straight to Legends of Ultima? You have experience with UO, but we'll try this tomorrow for the first time. Dissa, like from my perspective at least, I would for sure try the game like the original Legends of Aria as it is, so you will have some kind of idea what the base of the game is. And then you will have like some perspective and something to compare to when you come to this server, so that you'll be able to sort of appreciate, or maybe it could be that there's something that you don't really like about this server, because if, let's say, you come to this server and you didn't really like your experience, because they do seem to be struggling with a few things here, that might make you go off like Legends of Aria completely, right? But that's just what I would do personally. I would spend at least a week on the official servers first. Just get some feeling about how that feels. And when's the last time I played Ultima Online? Hey there, Moochoops. You have a very cute name, actually. So I used to play on the Europa shard, the official shard, for 13 years, way back in the day. And then I took a long break from UO, and then last year I tried going on the UO Renaissance free shard. So I played on that for a while, but then I've moved on to other things after that. So that's the last time, last year. Oh, space vacation. You don't need the apples to start bonding. Just right-click the horse, start bonding, then give affection. Oh, okay. Because wasn't it in UO that you had to give like some food to the horse? You had to feed it. Don't I have to feed my horse at all? In general, by the way. Give affection. Give affection. Start bonding. You are about to begin the bonding process with Black Silver. After 10 days, your pet will then stay with you in spirit upon death, and you'll have the opportunity to resurrect their ghost. If you give your pet affection daily, it will decrease the wait time. There is no cancelling this process. The process will complete when you give your pet affection after having spent sufficient time with your pet. Okay to continue? Okay. So, let's start giving some good lovin' to this horsey. The bond between you and your pet strengthens. You can give your pet affection again on the 12th of August. 12th of August. Today is the 11th, so tomorrow. And your pet will become bonded on the 20th. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Dista. So if it's at all like, that's what it seems to be like. That's how it was in UO as well. That the cities are safe, except I guess Bucks Cove is not. And then when you go outside those gates, it's a jungle out there. Aw, thank you so much, Disa. I'm glad. I'm glad that they have been useful to you. You got woken up by a red called Good Morning. Oh my gosh, what a name for a murderer. You ran and hid and used tracking to find you, but... Oh, you ran and hid, but he used tracking to find you. But their Wizquaz reveals failed many times before you had made a break for you. So you got away? Awesome. Hey there, Serven. Serven, no, I'm on the Legends of Ultima server. So they have recolored a horse here like the black silver we have in Worm. Yeah. And how are you doing today? How has your day been? So we're gonna go and adventure, guys. We're gonna go and just explore. And I do actually, let me just get up this, let me just go into hiding for a second. I'm gonna just see here. Get the map out for myself here. Okay. Now, I was sure that I had saved the Legends of Ultima map link for myself. Where in the heck is it? Here? Here it is. Okay, good. So the first place I would like to actually go to, so right now we're over here in Vesper. And how about we go and check out New Yelm? I wonder if this is like considered to be like super dangerous like it is in Aria as well. Do I dare go there actually? Well, we could go there. I have nothing to lose. Like there's nothing literally that I have to lose except for the beginning of the pet bonding process, but that doesn't really matter, does it? So let's go check it out. Let's go see. I mean, New Yelm for me, and obviously the map has not been done yet, but New Yelm was just one of my favorite cities in Ultima Online, actually. And if you guys see me sort of jerking once in a while with the character, that's just simply the fact that I'm like spamming the hiding over and over again. So sometimes my character will attempt to start stealthing, and then that's why it sort of jerks that way, because because she's trying to like start to actually walk in a hidden mode. I think we have to go. Yeah, we have to go this way. So yeah, that's definitely. It really brought back memories, this whole thing where you're just running and spamming the hide over and over again. We should probably go to this view instead, just so we see where we're going, and in case there's anyone up ahead. And something that like I have been wanting always for Legends of Aria, which I constantly complain about, and anyone who's been on my stream remembers that, but the name's on the edges of the screen. So I was assuming by default that when I come to this server that they would have implemented that, because that's how it was in UO, right? But they have not implemented the names on the edges of the screen here either, and I can only assume then that that must mean, surely they would have wanted to do that, it must mean that they are not technically able to do that. So that makes me think that probably the Citadel Studios has tried doing something like that and couldn't. So I'm wondering if it's like a Unity thing or what. But at least this server could not or has not implemented the incoming names. Let me just get this window over here again so I can follow what you guys are saying. And Sirven, oh, was that, I've been poisoned by, I think, one of those skeletons. And I didn't take any reagents. Let's just hope that it runs out by the time. You know how it used to sort of run out after a while? Or I might just end up dying, actually. Oh my gosh, let me see if my bandages actually would work. Oh, no, 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 no. The snakes are actually dangerous around here, unlike Legends of Aria. Oh, it finally wore off. Okay, and the bandaging seems to work more like UO as well. So in Legends of Aria, you have to keep on like bandaging over and over again. Whereas here, it keeps on like doing it over time, sort of like it was in UO. And so Sirven, your little one, made his school entry this weekend and starting school tomorrow, so not much time for gaming, sadly. Aw, that's so sweet. That's such an exciting big day for both of you, my goodness. He must be, I bet you're both nervous and excited about that. Wow. Well, the very best of luck to your little one, Sirven, and I hope it all goes well. You know what, guys? On my very first day of school, I just cried. I just cried there. And it was kind of brutal because in Canada, so in Finland, school starts when you're 7. In Canada, school starts when you're 6. But sometimes if the sort of your date of birth is kind of like half and half, you can start earlier. And I think my mom, since she was like a single parent and she had, we were struggling financially, she probably wanted to get me in school as soon as possible. So I started school when I was 5, and everyone there in the, oh, no. I got poisoned again, guys. I'm going to have to just zoom out. Let's hope that wears off in time. Thank goodness I did have those bandages though, to heal myself up a bit. They're fast too, and they're all over the place. You can't just, it's not safe around the Barrens here. You have to really be careful around here. Oh my goodness. Is it gonna wear out? It's bad enough that there might be PKs out there, but then these little guys. Oh, how am I gonna get through that? Maybe I have to kite them a bit. Oh, maybe I'll get through this. And my horse is running out of stamina as well. Oof. Jeez. Oof. Let's let my... we need to get a breather somewhere. My horse definitely needs a little bit of a breather. I have no idea where the heck I am. Okay, stop for a moment. Heal up. I should have taken more bandages with me, actually. Now that's how it should be in the Barrens in Legends of Aria, that like stuff is actually dangerous there. I have always found it crazy that in the Barrens, there's all those snakes and everything around, but the only thing you have to really worry about are the scorpions at the end of the day. Why is it like that? I mean, it makes it easier as a tamer, but it's not very realistic, is it? Oh, we're actually almost in town. I wonder if this town is like protected, that it has guards. Saltisadé, what the heck is that thing? Oh, it must be some... Oh, what the heck is that? Oh, what is that? What the... Look at that thing, guys. This huge... Can you see it in the screen there? What the heck is that? It is a sandworm. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That really took me by surprise. Oof. Okay, we're almost in town. So what was I explaining? Oh yeah, my first day of school, so So yeah, I was probably a little bit too little to start school, and not like emotionally prepared for that. I just cried the first day, and actually I think it was because of my crying that I made my first friend. So there was a little native Indian girl who was in my class, and she felt so sorry for me that she wanted to, you know, make me a friend, and we became best buddies, and we were best friends for the years that I was at that school. What a cool looking like house. Now that's what I'm talking about with these fences, guys. So they have like implemented these fences. Now these are the kind of fences I would want for my house. Yesterday we were placing the wooden ones. I wonder when they're going to release them for on Legends of Aria. Those are what I would like to have. Oh, that's very pretty. What a nice little plot this person has. Beautiful. Look at that, guys. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. And they got the little garden thing going over there. What was that? It was bugs. And there's some monster. I got a hiccup now. Urkaluga. What the heck was that thing called? And good morning, Zek9. Look where I am. Look where I am. And actually, guys, it was the palm trees here in Oasis that I took screenshots of for the overlay. There's an there's not a, they're NPCs. And actually, the little arches that you see on the left and the right, those arches. When I took I took a screenshot of this thing over here. Oh, you don't have it actually on this server, so. But you guys know, of course, that in Oasis on the normal servers, there's that little shrine thing for resurrecting. So that's where those arches are from. And then obviously the fire pillar things are from these that you see all over the place. So what did I want to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to investigate this place. Okay, let's definitely take some more. I'm assuming there must be a banker around here somewhere. Let's definitely pick up a few more of those bandages and continue exploring. So the purpose of today's stream is that we're not going to do too much thieving because I don't have the skills yet. However, we're going to explore. Let's explore and see what the world is like, what they have done here on this server. What are the differences compared to farmer? The farmer would have an apple. Okay. Cool. I just need to find a bank here somehow. Let me look at these icons. Is there? Oh, there we go. Bank is over there. Let's buy an apple for my horsey, even if I don't need it, but just sort of like from the role-playing perspective, like emotionally. I never knew you could go up this thing. Can you do that also on the normal servers? I never noticed that you could actually go up this. Not that there's much to see, mind you. Okay. I want to bond with my horse. So, emotionally. So let's grab some money. What was it, 30? Let me just check again. How much did that apple cost? Ah, where did the farmer go now? Over there. So 25 gold pieces. Okay. Ah, now we're stuck in this. That is a Legends of Aria issue and not a server issue. I'm assuming that the stuck seems to work, but you have to wait for a minute on this server, it seems. Oh, that was a PK. Who was a PK? Over there? Or the monster that was like chasing me there for a moment. Yeah, Servan. Real life is nice and exciting, of course. So this, I'm guessing that both on the rule is the same as well on this server, but at least on the official Legends of Aria server, and probably here as well, you can only build in the sort of outside of the towns and stuff. So not in the town boundaries where there would be guards. But there's tons and tons of room. I'm not sure about how the housing works otherwise on this server, like whether they have only specific, like whether they have restricted it a lot. I have no idea. And sick knees about your fencing question. I don't know. I haven't gotten into the fencing stuff for those weapons. So have you checked the wiki yet? There's probably information about that there. Let's just have a look quickly. So for those who don't know, who are just thinking of getting into Legends of Aria or have already started, so there is a wiki for the game. Let me just go into hide mode actually. 2. There we go. So the Aria wiki is, let's see, is there one for weapons? Weapons? And you'll see like what category they belong to. So bashing, lancing, piercing, slashing, etc. So just have a look at this, and that should answer all your questions. So what actually, Space Vacation, what happens to the houses that have already been built once the map is like redone? Do the people, are they going to be expected to sort of pack up their deeds and then place them again, or how does that work actually? And Zek, you recommend a new player experience in Brit Sewers. Yeah, the only like fighting skills I have for this character, she has magery skills, but the problem is that she can't afford to buy any reagents yet. So I can't really go fighting with her. I'm just trying to get my thieving skills up, because for me to join the thief guild in a few weeks, what was it, 6 weeks, something like that? She has to have her, was it stealing and snooping up to 60 or something like that? I have to look up. It was something that Mr. Laggy was mentioning. So she has to actually focus right now on her thievery stuff, so she can join then. No, I think I lost my young status already, Zek9, because I had done some stealing. I don't think I'm young anymore, because this is my second time now logging on. Oh, back by the house. I see. Hey there, Ben Joseph, the second version of Ben Joseph. Welcome. And you're not gonna start that again, are you, Ben Joseph? You're not gonna start that again, but thank you very much. Ben Joseph has gifted a tier 1 sub to Cookie Cake, and welcome to the stream, Cookie. I'm still catching up with the chat here. Oh, the Legends of Ultima wiki, yeah. So, Oh, because they were asking about how things work on this server. Yeah, I'll grab that. Let me see. Where is it? Somebody might have actually given that link already, but I will just grab that quickly. Thank you for the follow, River Rat. Welcome to the stream. Let me see. I saved it here. So here we go. LoU Wiki. So anyone who wants to know how the stuff works over here, just go over there. I'm still trying to get my head around how to browse here, to be honest, but I'm sure I'll learn the ways to read the wiki. So Zek9, when the UO map comes, it will be a giant land rush. So all the people who own houses now, they're just gonna have to place again. I see. There are moving crates that make moving and packing simple for the old people. Okay. So Zek, I don't think so. I think I had. I'm not entirely sure. There was some kind of check, yeah. Come to think of it. Yeah, there was a blessed check. Yes, there was. Because I remember that yeah, there was. Yep, sick. I've actually used all the books, so my stats right now are I've gotten my lock picking up to 30, and my snooping I haven't bothered to buy a skill book for that because I figure that that's pretty easy to just snoop NPCs and stuff. It's it's already at 20, so I'm not going to bother using buying a skill book for that one. And I bought 30 healing and Evil Int, and stealing. I took the highest that I could when I rolled the character, so I took 50. And I took 50 majory when I rolled her as well. Oh, thank you so much for the cheer, Hawkwind, with a 100-bit cheer. Very much appreciated. Well, I did have the backpack bug, but that was just because, or if I did. I'm not sure if I did now, because remember there was the thing about the lockpicks that at first I thought that I wasn't spawned with any lockpicks, but actually then I had realized that I actually had 0 lockpicking, so maybe I just didn't take any lockpicking then when I rolled the character. It could be that I didn't actually have that bug at all. Spank time, sick knees, yes. Yes, a very lovely lady named Chloe gave me some money as well. She gave me 150 lockpicks to get started. Cookie cake, go red and murder with me. No, I'm not a murderer. I love the thieving part, but I don't like killing people in games, except in Clash Royale, which is a mobile game. That's a PvP game that I actually enjoy a lot. We can be murder vixens together, Cookie. Well, I actually have a partner in crime already who is Mr. Laggy, so we're going to be doing thieving antics together. We just need to get our characters both into the Thief Guild. Yeah, no need Zek9. I think I'm okay. Oh, what the heck is that? I guess there's somebody with their giant. So there is a Gozu, expert rouser. So is that like the animal tamer? I don't know what a rouser is. So could somebody please tell me, when I'm hidden now with this horse, can others see the horse standing there without any rider on top of them? Or is my horse also hidden even though it doesn't display transparency. Oh, you can't see me. Horse is invisible as well, Gazu. Okay, so you're here on the stream. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Oh, thank you again, Hawkwind. Let me just check what messages you're leaving. Ah, you didn't leave any message there, but thank you so much. My goodness. So, hey there, Clackax. Welcome to the stream. Do I think that this game has a bright future after it leaves early access? Streamer tip. Ah. So, is that you, Hawkwind? The Gazu person? No, surely not. I'm so confused now. Zek9, it's you! Oh, okay, okay. Gazu is a Zek9. Alrighty. There's a blank check on the ground. Oh, thank you so much. Well, I'm a thief by heart here on this, not normally on other servers. But since she has, I'm sort of like in character for her mentality, right? Since she's a thief, she would have no problem really with like picking that up. So I'm gonna, normally I would actually fight you for that. I would say, no, I'm not taking it. But since she's a thief, I will take it this time. And here we have somebody called Azalim Tood. Thank you very much, Gazu. Hey there, Anisette. Nice to see you. Yeah, we've been having some nice chats with Anisette. And so you play also on this server. Now, so that's good to know that my horse is also transparent. That's very good to know. Is this the bank? I think it is. Let's just open the bank box here and drag that in there. And come on, why doesn't it? Am I not close enough? There we go. So as I was saying, it's nice outfit. Your outfit is pretty nice as well. Looks him up and down with appreciative eyes. Kozu ran away shyly. So let's continue on our way before somebody comes and tries to steal. Oh, I should grab some more bandages as well, actually. Because those nasty little scorpions were super bad, actually. But I'm not going to take too many, just in case I get ganked, which I most likely will. So, where do we go next? Let's go and check out... Oh, was that a murder? I saw a red name, or was that an orange name? Uh-oh, what's gonna happen now? What the heck is going on? The boys are like play fighting here. Okay, I better get out of here while they're too busy with all the fighting. I'll sneak off before they notice that this easy prey has like ran off. Yeah, obviously I do understand that when I'm streaming this, sand viper, damn sand vipers. Okay. The good thing about the Barons, or in this case Nuyalm, is that the good thing is that, well, first of all, you guys can't even see my mini-map, but other than the moments that I actually look at, hey, let's go to Britain from over here, actually. I can't be dealing with those poisonous critters all over the place, and hopefully that poison stops in a moment. Oh, come on, poison. There we go. Oof. And I guess this is so Britain is Vallis. Yeah, that makes sense. This feels like the correct town to choose to be Britain for sure, with all the stone bricks and the sort of look of it. But oh my gosh, guys, I can hardly wait to see what you do when you actually make this into the proper map. So what is the bank sitting like on this server? I mean, we all sat around at BritBank in Ultima Online. Everyone was lined up with their horses, side by side. And thank you for the follow, Metal Pew Pew. Welcome to the stream. So, and thank you for the follow, Antirg. So yeah, I'm not seeing anyone doing any bank sitting, and how am I still poisoned? Even though the poison has clearly, it's already gone from my health bar actually. But let's just do a little heal. That must be a glitch. But yeah, oh, those days of bank sitting, and everyone would check out each other's like paper dolls, and we'd be like admiring the outfits that people had, and then the tamers would strut by with their beautiful. You know what actually fixes this on Legends of Aria? At least going to sleep in the inn. So let's see if that works, because I remember I had this glitch on Crimson Sea as well. Where is the inn? Let me see. Inn. It's probably in a different location here on this server. Let's see. Come to the bank first. No. Hanging cage deed. What? Hanging cage deed. Somebody called Bully just ran by. You can all tell that he's going to be like a major. So why has somebody thrown hanging cage deeds on the ground like that? I mean, you would think that these would be like super valuable, right? Typical newbie behavior, just picking it all up and thinking they've like won the lottery or something. Aren't these valuable? You would think that they'd be super valuable. How come somebody's like just thrown these on the ground? Thank you for the follow, One Fred, and welcome to the stream. Let me just get my chat so I have it open by default and I can see what people are saying. So, Gozu, that's quite a spider you have, and seeing you run around on that tiny little no, Gozu, I can't take any more donations. You already threw a bank check for me on the ground, didn't you? I already put in the bank. So no more. I need to be able to start the hard way, you know? So it's like an authentic experience. But I'm not understanding these deeds. Hanging cage deed. I mean, that would be like a super nice decoration, wouldn't it? I don't understand. Just excess from a crafter. So do you think, Zek9, is it worth my while actually picking these up? Like, is this wise to do? Or is this just like literally useless and worthless stuff? Like, isn't this like a lottery win? That if I were to sell those on a vendor or a merchant, that I could make some money off those? Commodity deeds. Ah. Let me check those. Are they commodity deeds? Hanging cage deed can be unpacked and placed on land you control. Ah, okay. Thank you, Gozo. Okay, yeah. Then I will come and follow you. Yeah, we need to get this poison thing off. I'm assuming that the sleeping in the bed will work to remedy that. Ah, so this is the inn over here? This is the carpentry shop. Oh, he teleported up. I'm glad to see you can teleport like that. Ah, so how come the bank didn't look? I was at the wrong place then. Here's a proper bank. There we go. Are people trying to steal my beautiful deeds? Gonna have to go into hide mode automatically. I can't, but why can't I hide with people nearby? I don't understand. You could do that in UO. In UO, you could go right up to somebody, right up next to them, even on top of them, and you could hide. I'm not understanding why I can't hide with others nearby. That's so strange to me. Not in T21? The second age? Oh, really? Because I started in the second age, and I was sure... I remember that you could do that. But I need to find an inn. So... where is the inn? Oh, is it in the same place as Legends of Aria? Over here? Yeah, up here, I'm assuming. Okay, I'll go and sleep in a bed. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. And then... oh, she already... come on, why doesn't she... she won't stay in bed for some reason. She refuses to stay in bed. She just gets up like automatically. Oh, there we go. And will she get rid of that like poison now? No. The poison is still going. This glitchy thing. And let me just check the chat, guys, because I think I'm pretty late with what you guys are saying here. And welcome back, Ben Joseph. And Law, you just farmed in the sewers till you got 12k gold, and then you died. Aww. So Law, I'm assuming you're on the official, or like on the Legends of Aria servers though, right? You're not on this one? So you can get your stuff back from your body, you just go back to your body and get your stuff. You guys were talking about bulk order deeds. And then Frownbear, welcome to the stream, Frownbear. You were saying that there are bulk order deeds on Legends of Ultima. And you trade exclusively in those. Ah, commodity deeds are different. Cookie, you can throw them in the garbage and clean up Britannia. Oh my gosh, was anyone there when they did that first clean up Britannia thing? I think it was right after Second Age. I remember it was just when I had started. I had only started playing, this was in 1999. I just started playing Ultima Online, and they had that clean up Britannia thing, and I remember me and my friend, we had just started together, and we were scrambling to try and make a lot of stuff that we could actually throw in those trash cans. So it's not like we already had, like, you know, trash lying around, because we were newbie characters, right? So we had to actually create the trash so we could put it into it. And I think we got through that system. What did we get through that? I forget now. Something cool. Hug the spider. So Sickneys, how do you delete a character? So on the normal servers at least, what you have to do is you have to, first of all, I think you have to wait for 5 days before you can delete a character. And then what you do is you use a delete char command. I think this was the command. Maybe somebody can tell me if I'm wrong. Command is delete char, I think. And then it will bring up like a window. Ooh, a rune book. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Gozu. I'm actually gonna accept that because that is like... It is hard not to accept that, I have to say. Like a rune book, that's a lifesaver. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is actually gonna be... are they blessed? Are they actually blessed, or is it just like... Let me check here. If that rune book is blessed, I'm gonna be eternally... Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Oh, and you even have a few runes in here as well. So Moongate Shop, Brit Mage, Brit Bank. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be a lifesaver. So guys, do you think I should just throw these hanging cage deeds into one of the trashes? Like, is that kind of useless for me to keep these at this point? I guess it is, isn't it? Shall we clean up Britannia? Because if I go and put those into my bank, you know, my bank is gonna start filling up before you know it. And the poison did not go away, the poison glitch. So maybe what I need to do is just relog. Let's relog and see. Let's see if that helps. Ah, I see Frown Bear had already given the information. Thank you, Frown Bear. I see. So Space Vacation, you were saying that original UO had the 10-step rule when you were in combat. And people have been discussing the hiding rules. I see, I see. I just always remember it. Like even from... So I started... I think it was the fall of 1999. Second Age had come out, and I could swear that you could hide like right on top of another person if you wanted. Well, at least next to somebody, because I remember me and my friend, we would run up to the bank wall, and we would instantly go into hide mode. We didn't have to care at all whether there were other people next to us. Okay, did it go away? I think it did, guys. That did help. Now let's go throw this trash away. And Gozo and his little miniature horse. That's hilarious. Looks so dorky that way. No offense. No offense, Zek. So, bank sitting is an actual thing here as well. That's cool. The problem here is that if you can't hide when you're next to other people, you have no way to defend yourself when you're at the bank against the thieves, though. Oh, what did I mean to do? I meant to put this in the trash. That's right, there's the trash can over there. Let's put those all over there. Be a good citizen. This will be one of the last moments that I am a good citizen before my thieving escapades start. But I'll keep one for myself, or maybe a couple, right? In case I ever have a house here. I just bet you one of these days, if I do decide to like start to play here for real, and if I have like a house and a merchant, I will be cursing at myself that I threw these away right now. I just betcha. And Law, you're gonna try this one. Nice. Oh yeah, because there isn't the detect hidden. So stealth is kind of powerful. Oh, the black dye tubs, yes. And hey there, Versago. Oh, the black dye tubs. Oh my gosh. How we coveted those. How we coveted those. And who remembers black sandals, guys? So you had to go and kill like the NPCs, the NPC vendors or the merchants in Papua. And once in a while they would spawn with black sandals. I did that. That's how I got my black sandals in the game, if I remember correctly. So Papua was the town in the Lost Lands, part of the Second Age. Oh my gosh, memories. Black sandals. And then you had them blessed. You got yourself a blessed deed and had those blessed. So this is Britain, is it? Well, what do you know? And yeah, it's going to be so interesting to see what you guys do using these like wall types and materials. Like all the building blocks of Legends of Aria are just, you know, obviously they suit perfectly for Ultima Online as well. You're going to be able to make an amazing looking Britain, I'm sure, with all of these. Very exciting, but I can imagine the work, guys, because some of you, of course, already know that I am rebuilding like Britannia in Worm Online. I mean, Worm Unlimited, I should say, and that's the link that you can see. So I have this Ultima Nostalgia project going on. Let me just share that with you guys a little bit. So I can explain what the goal of the project is. So and worry not, it does not conflict or it has no competition with what you guys are doing on any level. Because the goal of the server is that it is simply a sort of so let me just start from the beginning here. So back in the old days when I was playing Ultima Online, and let me just actually get a bit of a nicer view here before I hide, so you guys have something nice to look at as well. Cannot hide with others nearby. Let's go over here. Maybe here? Ugh, that's annoying. I have to say, that is annoying. Okay, here. Somebody hid next to me. I could see a little squiggly thing. In the, sort of like, you know, when air gets hot, the air squiggled a little bit next to me. I wonder if somebody went into hiding next to me. Nothing is happening when I'm trying to do the command now. I wonder if it's the server is glitching. Okay, well, I don't have anything worth stealing in my backpack anyhow, so okay, but let's start from the beginning. So back in Ultima Online days, I was somebody who was always pushing for keeping the 2D client and going for a higher resolution version of that, and I was doing this artwork to try and promote like high-res Ultima Online with the classic server, or the classic client I should say, and I can just share that. Some of you might have seen some of these images actually. So, because I do see that people share this image. I see people share a lot actually. So what I basically did was I took a screenshot of the normal game. I resized it, double size, and then I pixel polished. So here you can see a GIF animation of the process. So the original size, or the original screenshot, just doubled in size and then pixel polished. And then there's a good screenshot here of like the entire, like a bigger view. So here is the original screenshot, here's doubled size and then pixel polished, and just pay attention to things like the cactuses here. I wonder if I should zoom in even more. So original, large size, and then pixel polished. Anyhow, so I just wanted to say that I always was for the original 2D art of the game, and I never wanted a 3D Ultima Online. Thank you for the follow, Grey Worm. Welcome to the stream. And even though a lot of people were, they kept hassling the devs that we need like a Ultima Online 2. We need like a 3D version of it. I was always in the classic client camp myself, and I always used the classic client from the beginning till the end. I never liked any of the 3D clients myself, okay? However, so here we're finally getting to the point of the Ultima Nostalgia project. So, however, I still was curious. I was always curious as to what the landscape might have looked like from a horizon perspective, like from my character's perspective. What did she see when she looked around? What did she see when she looked up at the mountains of just north of Britain? What did she see when she looked at the deserts of New Yelm? So I was always curious about the 3D view. Not that I wanted to play UO that way though, okay? So I decided I've been playing Worm Online now for 5.5 years, and Worm Online has a similar thing like Legends of Aria with the community servers, where you can also make your own service, which is called Worm Unlimited. And there you can make a height map. So I'm not sure how you guys are making the map for the new Ultima Online look of the server, but at least in Worm Unlimited, the way you do that is you make this black and white height map. And so I made one for Ultima Online for this. So I decided to make like a server for myself, and it's still private. I haven't publicized it yet. So I started off by making the height map, generating the map, and all the biomes and stuff. And for years now, I've been working on this project where I am city by city, bit by bit, starting to build the Britannia map. Okay? And I can just share a little bit of that with you guys just for a moment, and we will just have a look here on YouTube. So I have this playlist for Ultima Nostalgia. Let's just turn off the volume here. And starting off with the very first video, and I'll just give the link to this playlist as well in case anyone's interested. So in Worm Unlimited, when you have your own server, you can make your own map, you can generate your own map, if you have programming skills, you can do anything there basically. You can replace the graphics, you can add new graphics, and so forth. So in this very first video of the series, what I do here is this is the point at which the map has been generated. So I have not touched it, I have not gone into the land and modified anything, so this is purely from the black and white height map. So I'm just flying over Fire Isle there. And this is Oklo, I think. Yes, this is Oklo. You got the the lake going on there in the middle. Then what else do we have over here? Here's Nuyam, of course, just sand at this point, so no buildings. And I'm gonna show you how Nuyam looks now. Moonglow. I haven't done anything to Moonglow yet, so I'm doing things like city by city, area by area. There's Ice Isle, and so forth. Anyhow, I'm not gonna, you know, I just want to give a little sneaky peek of actually... Oh, here's the desert, guys. That's, you know, the one that is north of Cove. That's that area. But I'm just going to show you what I mean by height map. So if somebody doesn't know what a height map is, over here. So here's like just a little snippet of the black and white map that generates this world, okay? So that was the first video. And then in each video that I do, so the next one is actually Britain, but I was just starting with the project and I had never used the sort of tools of Worm Unlimited ever before. So these first videos, I didn't do such a great job. So I'm gonna have to go back and improve those. Now I'm much more skilled at doing it. But I can just show you, for instance, the hedge maze. So that was the third video. I was really looking forward to doing the hedge maze. So I started off by marking so in the height map, when I did that black and white map, I marked this square there to make sure I get the hedge maze in the right location. So that's why it's just this big block here. So Britain is up to the northeast of this, and Trinsic is just southeast over there. And so, but so there's some screenshots of, and actually this actually has a basement, this building in the middle of the hedge maze. I wasn't actually aware that existed until I started working on this project. So I actually made a basement also here in Worm Unlimited, and here we can see a snippet of the height map as well. So that's how those maps are generated, and everything in Worm Online is like tile based. So I had to try and like somehow make that hedge maze work with the tiles that we have in Worm. And you know, I just started off by adjusting so here we already have the hedges set up. And I'm just gonna fast forward to the end here. Here you can see pretty much like the end result. We've got the little houses are built there on the little hills in the middle there. We got the hedges. We've got the little houses that are in amongst the hedge fences. So yeah, this was super fun to make. Oh my gosh. And then I have to say about the wall types here in Worm. So I did not modify those walls at all. They are the original walls of Worm Online, so that's their design, but it sort of matched what we had in UO, so you know, I went ahead and used those as they were. Another interesting one I think could be, I could show Trinsic because it really turned out beautifully. Trinsic turned out so nice. Let me just see this. Let me just open this playlist actually like this. So let's go to Trinsic. And I'll check what you guys are saying in a moment. So, and do I have like full visual settings here? Yes, I do. Okay, good. So, Trinsic starts off, of course, I just sort of introduced Trinsic from UO in the beginning here. And then of course, this is what the land looked like. So I had marked these little tiles to make sure that I get the, you know, it sort of mapped correctly to the map. And then in Photoshop, I had to make this little grid to make sure everything is like mapped correctly. And then I start just like, you know, coloring in the roads so that I can keep track of what should go where. And we'll just fast forward over to the end result. There's actually a flyover moment here. Hold on here. We could just look at this. So this is when it's almost done, I think, at this point. I think at this point I probably had like all the buildings already done and the trees. And I think I had put the lighting in there as well at this point. But I wasn't completely finished. Oh yeah, let me see. What else do we have here? there's another view up here as well. Oh, that's no, that's a different thing. Hold on. Oh, and here's just like a sort of this is just running through so that's the entrance of Trinsic when you're entering from the west. You know, the main entrance. And so I always end these videos off with the finished result. That's the little pond there in the middle. And let me just go forward a bit. I've tried to do everything like it is in UO as close as I can. Oh, this is the little bit of land that's just east of the island. Let me just show that screenshot again here. So you know the barrier isle, you go over the little bridge? So that's that little island over there. Let me just move this over here a bit. So yeah, I could go on forever and ever. So let's just actually, I'm going to show you, let me see, maybe New Yelm would be a fun one. Well, Ice Isle would be also kind of fun to show as well. So maybe I'll just show a little bit of Ice Isle, the very ending of Ice Isle. And I did actually build the dungeon inside. I forget the name of the dungeon that's inside, but I did build that as well. So it's inside the mountain. Let me see. So it started off just, you know, this was from the height map and the biomes. So that's what the height map looked like. So barely anything had not been touched. And I had to try and figure out how to do the dungeon, because the dungeon itself would logically go actually into the water, and I had to try and figure out how I'm going to get this to fit inside that mountain, because it's not realistic the way it is in Ultima Online actually. So what I decided to do is I decided to actually move the entire dungeon over left a little bit so that it would actually fit inside. There's a whole bunch of things with the water that you have to also like deal with as well in Worm, and this is just building the dungeon actually. Yeah, let's go to the end. Hold on, that's from inside the dungeon. Where's the outside? Hold on. The outside with the polar bears. Oh, there we go. Here we go. And Worm Online doesn't have polar bears, so what I did is I took the bear skin and I modified it to look like a polar bear. So we would have polar bears in this project. Or, of course, you know, Ice Isle has to have polar bears, doesn't it? And so you might be wondering, like, as we're looking at this, like, so what's the purpose of this project? And why doesn't this conflict at all with Legends of Ultima? And the reason being is that this is not meant for being played on. This is meant for being a kind of an amusement park that you can visit. You can grab a ship and you can sail around, but you can't, like, build a house here. Since the entire server is like owned by me, it's like my private plot. So you know how you can own land in Legends of Aria? Imagine the entire server being your own plot, one big plot. And the reason I had to have it that way on this server was because I had to be able to control where things are placed and locked down in a way, you know, so people don't come to the server and start moving things or terraforming the land and just like changing it too much. Yeah, that's the dungeon. So it's only going to be that the main purpose of the server is going to be that if you ever wanted to see Ultima Online from a 3D perspective, here's your chance. It's just like a fun little project, really. And people will be able to grab horses and ride around on them for exploration. People will be able to grab like ships and sail around to the different islands. But since the whole thing is my one big plot, they won't be able to build houses or like hunt there. And this is the last one we're going to show from this series, which is New Yelm. So New Yelm, I think, turned out beautifully, considering that Worm Online doesn't really have vegetation that matches that matches like a sandy area. So here we can see the cactuses and stuff, right? In Ultima Online, Worm does not have cactuses. It does have sand, but I had to figure out a way to get like vegetation and stuff. So yeah, I started off the island. Let me just see the beginning here. Hold on, where is it? Here. So that's the island, bare bones, nothing done there yet. And then I started building the houses, tried to figure out a way to do the vegetation to make it look that it's somehow like a dry, arid area. So I had to do some like modifications to the worm vegetation to make it look that way. And then here, of course, is the graveyard. And I had to get like skeletons as well. So I had some help from some of the mods who also do their own server stuff. And here's the sort of flyover of New Yelm. I'm not sure if it was finished at this point yet, but you can see the gate. You can see the walls down there. There's the bank over here. There's the prison over there. There's the castle. Let me just see now. I'm talking about NPC stuff at that point. Let's have a look here when it's like finished. Actually, the night view is really nice when it's finished as well. You can see Ice Isle over there in the background from a distance. Yeah, and I sort of go from bit, showing like how it looked in here's one of the taverns, how it looked in Ultima, and then how it looks in this game. And I couldn't get everything 100%, of course, but as close as I could. Let's see the castle. Here's the library of the castle, New Yem Palace, and I got it set up pretty similarly. So obviously Worm doesn't have exactly the same assets, but I got it pretty close, I think. And what do we have over here? Oh, the New Yem Mall. So do you guys remember this? There's the mall over on the west side of New Yelm. I'm going to show the image here soon. This one, remember this? So this is all set up here in Worm. Yeah, but I know I've gone on and on about this. But anyhow, if you guys are interested, you got the link there. So obviously from that perspective, I also find, your guys' server quite interesting that you are doing a remake of the map. And I'm not sure if you guys have used a height map or how you've actually like generated the world, but all I'm saying is that from working on that project, I fully understand just how much work it has been to probably work on the world here. It has probably been so much work, and also the fact that Aria is so much more detailed. You have so many more little decorations to work with than Worm does. So let me just catch up with the chat here, and I'm sorry that took so long, but I thought that there might be quite a lot of like Ultima players here who might be interested. So Zek, now you said bank them. Frown Bear says trash them. Well, I trashed all but 2. I kept 2 for myself. I wonder if a thief has actually stolen them from my... No, I still have them in my backpack. Let's actually put them into the bank then. I kept 2 for myself, which I can then decorate my house with if I ever do decide to... If I decide to stay here. And then let's put them over there. And I'm so late with the chat, but I just wanted to sort of get that out because I knew you guys might be quite interested in those things. And speaking of detect hidden that you guys were discussing earlier, is it not strange, guys, that Legends of Aria does not have detect hidden? How in the heck are you supposed to check whether there's anyone hidden in your house? How are you supposed to do that? That's so strange. There's no tool for it in the house menu either. And hey there, it's SC2 time, son. Welcome to the stream. And you've been following the project for a while. You can't wait to see it. Yeah, I've been a bit lazy, like continuing it. So I'm half done with the different cities. The last city that I finished completely was U, and so it actually has log cabins. And the next one I need to do, the next one I started was Moonglow actually. So Moonglow has been done maybe 25%. I already finished the zoo and it turned out really nicely. And oh, thank you, Serven. You were saying that everyone should be eager to see it. Derelict. This is Aria, traitor. Oh, believe me, Derelict. On my stream, I am going to be promoting Worm any time I can because I love it so much. Minnock yet? No, I haven't done Minnock. I have done Vesper though. So Vesper is the one with the little islands, isn't it? Yeah, I have done Vesper. That was fun to do because it had all the little islands. Oh my goodness. But you can check that in the playlist. And Anisat, oh, you saw it when I just got started with the project. Nice. Yeah, so I'm about halfway done with the different cities, but obviously the world has a lot of other things that need to be done in there as well. And Arvandil, are you talking about my videos? No, that's Worm Unlimited. So that's Worm is its own, like it's their engine is, or they use Java. So they have their own engine and they have coded it in Java. So it is it doesn't have anything to do with Unity. Yeah, that's Worm. Yeah, so anyhow, getting back to Aria. Okay, so what are we gonna do next, guys? Let's go and visit another city and see what we can find on our travels. Let's see now. Oh, I shouldn't look at that. I should probably look at the Legends of Ultima map. Let's have a look together here. Where to go next? So we could use the housing display. Huh. So is that like some place where you can go and see the different house models? Should we go and have a look at that then? And right now, where is Britain actually? Oh, it's of course Vallis. Okay, there's Britain. Oh, thank you so much for the subscription procrastination. Or has Ben Joseph been naughty again? I have to check now. I hope he hasn't been up to his escapades. Ben Joseph has been, no, it's procrastination actually subscribed. So Ben Joseph has been gifting a lot of subs lately and he's just, it's too much. Ah, Arvandil, you were trying to investigate world building in Legends of Aria via the community servers, but you can't really find anything from Citadel about it. Right. Ah, Zek9, so it is a place where you can see all the different house models. Okay, maybe we should go see that. Oh, to the carpenter in Britain to see the models. Sickneys, the music for the sub is actually from one of the, you know how like YouTube has the free audio library? So they have, one of the songs is from that, and actually it's a pretty cool song, the whole song. So I've just like cut a little bit out of it because I thought that'd be like a perfect thing for subscriptions. And let me just quickly check that for you if you're interested in Sickneys to check out like what that song is. You can find it on the YouTube audio library again. So, but it's hard for you to find it if you don't know what the name is, right? So, what would it be? Let's see. Opening night. That's the one. That's the one. Yep, that's the one. Yeah, so if you look up opening night on YouTube's free audio library, you can find it there. And it won't have any copyright issues if you use that in a video or in a stream or anything. Your real procrastination. You've just been putting it off. Well, to be fair, procrastination, I have been a very naughty streamer. I've been a very erratic streamer. Sometimes sometimes I'll be streaming a lot, like I have now, obviously, when Aria launched. But the time before that, I had been away actually for 3 months. I probably hadn't streamed in 3 months, and that was because I was working on a work project. So my plans for streams, just so you guys know, because I don't want anyone to be subbing just for nothing, So here are my plans as far as streaming goes. So I'm going to be streaming a lot of Aria this month. Then we're going to move on to World of Warcraft Classic client. And then after that, I probably have to go back to doing my work, spending my days actually working. So I'm just I work from home, so I can take this time out now to enjoy the games. And I'm not going to worry about work right now, just enjoying the games. And then I have to continue working then in a month or two. So I will get quiet then. I'll try and keep on streaming at that point, though. Like, I was away for 3 months because I really had to focus on work. So, but from after WoW Classic, I'm going to try and stream at least once a week, though. I'm sure I can find, one evening where I could do that. So that's the plans, just so people know that I don't want people wasting their money, for nothing. So, oh, thank you, procrastination. Yeah, I need you to read bedtime stories, relaxing. Well, I've heard that it can put you to sleep, so in a good way. So let's go. Should we go and see those? Oh, somebody said about the carpenter. Let's go see what the carpenter then has. So for anyone who's just arrived to the stream in the past hour or so, we are here in Legends of Aria, and we are on the Legends of Ultima community server, which is run by a whole bunch of Ultima Online fans who really, really wanted to get that old Ultima Online experience. Right now, it still looks like Legends of Aria, but they are working on the new map, and that'll be, wonder what that is. Is that a... Oh, so we don't have to run there. I can just go from here. So that's why you guys wanted me to come to the carpenter. Okay, but yeah, anyhow, they are going to be publishing in a few months the actual Ultima Online map here, and then it's going to be a huge land grab. So yeah, I wanted to make a thief together with Mr. Laggy, who is another streamer, and this little thief, I'm now logging on with her for the second time today. And we're just exploring today. We're just looking around, seeing what you guys have done here on the server. And let's go see the house display then. So I double click that. Okay, so we've got the classic, those are the classic Legends of Aria models over there. This was actually one of the houses I was kind of like dreaming of. I like how that's because I have the setting on for automatically opening the doors. That's right. I changed the setting for myself. So that's the one we know from the Valis General Store. That's the one I have next to Corruption. So these are just the normal Aria house models though, right? And that's my big house close to Eldair Village. This one I've never actually been inside, so this is kind of interesting to see. So you got this little thing going here, but don't you guys hate it how it's so misleading? Seeing like upstairs to these Legends of Aria houses, it looks like you would have a beautiful little bedroom there at the top, and then there's no way to get upstairs. That's such a disappointment. Like, I'm sure they tried to figure out a way to get it to work. Oh, this house. This is the one that you can get from the crafting orders, right? From the carpentry crafting orders. And again, you look at this and you imagine that it would be this sort of like, I don't know. Well, this at least has an upstairs over here. So that's kind of cool. But is it just me, guys, or are the colors of this house, and these are the original colors from the Aria, Legends of Aria version of it too, are they ugly? Like, I just feel that the green like rooftops are mega ugly. Even if I do manage to get this house as from a crafting order, I can't really see myself building it. I can't. It's just so ugly. Oh, this is one of your guys' designs. Or, hold on. This is the blacksmith from Elder Village, actually, isn't it? I'm not sure. And this is the one I have for my fisherman's hut. This is so cool. This is so cool to see these houses this way and freely go inside. And this is the one I have next to Corruption on Crimson Sea. You know, this house was actually, guys, a big disappointment to me, because the house model, well, first of all, three disappointments of this house. So this was the very first house I built in Legends of Aria, which I have on Crimson Sea still. So here are three disappointments about this house. First of all, no, I have four. So first one, the house model you see in the carpentry shop has a little tower at the top instead of like a rooftop. And so as soon as I built this, I was like, where is the little tower top? I've been like swindled. This is a ripoff. So the next thing that I notice is that the fireplace doesn't work. It doesn't have any fire going. Ripoff number 2. Ripoff number 3 is that the windows, look at this, guys. So you see how the window has this kind of cross, like rectangle shaped like frames going? But look at the light that comes through. It's the crisscross light that comes through from the other window model. They didn't make a new, this is just a graphic that they've put there, right? It's probably in the texture. I'm assuming that's baked to the floor texture here or something. But couldn't they make another one that suits that window? I noticed these little things, guys. I'm very, very particular about these little details. And here's the last complaint that I have. That in the house model, it looked like this section would like be more out. That you had a little bit of a detail going on. So this would look more like it's small, like a smaller room. But see how flat that is? It's barely anything. There's barely any. It looks pretty much flat from the front. So yeah, this house was a disappointment to me, I have to say. But I'm really, really happy with the inn that I have. So my large house on Aria Europe PvE is this one. Where is it again? I have been really, really happy with it. Where the heck did it go? Oh, there's the dark wooden version of that same. This snow. I could swear it was somewhere over here. I was contemplating getting actually, if this one would have been available to players in Legends of Aria, I would have considered taking this one, because I do like the whole blacksmithy shop thing going on there. Then you got the little, even though it's not an actual room, you have enough space inside as well, and you have these little bits here to make it a little bit more sectioned. But unfortunately you can't get that as a player, at least right now. Yeah. All the classic UO houses are being recreated for the new map. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, I should have shown, should I still show? Let me show quickly, guys. I'm gonna hassle you guys with one last thing. So one of the Ultima Nostalgia videos is actually player housing. I could just show the castle very quickly. Very quickly. Where is it again? I have the playlist probably in my copyboard. Yeah, here we go. So, player housing, where is it? Player housing. I'll just show the castle very quickly. The other houses didn't turn out so nicely. So in the first part of this video, I go through my history of my different houses that I had in Ultima Online, and I tell stories about like what made me build these types of houses. In the second part of the video, I go through the differences between Worm and Ultima Online as far as housing is concerned, and then I tried like making all the UO houses here. Oh yeah, here's the tower. Hold on, where is the tower? Tower? There's the tower. And then that's the keep next to it. Doesn't look so nice, does it? But the castle turned out beautifully. So here we are over at the... No, hold on. Over here. Over here. So that's Vesper over there on the left. Because I put this castle in the same location I had my castle in Ultima Online. I had it just north of Vesper. And so I just go through it when it's empty first. But let's just show you guys once I had it like all decorated. There's the upper. So this looks very familiar, of course, this upper view. Thank you for the follow, second Ben Joseph. So this looks very familiar, the upper view, and this is what it would have looked like from the ground. Let me just put a little bit more speed there. And again, that's Vesper on the left there. And then this is once I had fully like furnished the whole place. I'm just going like fast forward here. There's all of those like walkways at the top. Maybe it's a bit too fast actually. And then let's go inside a little bit. That would be like the room, the first room you come into. Hold on, let's go. That's how it looks from the top. Where are we? Hold on. And I guess we've always wanted to know what it could have looked like to be in that grassy area in the middle. Hold on. I moved on to a different spot, but yeah. Oh my goodness. It's been fun working on that project, I can say, for sure. Fun. Lots of work, though. Hey there, Jimmy DeHond. Welcome to the stream. How old am I? I am old. I should be talking probably like a cackly old grandma. I'm 50. First, Ben told you he had to, Ben Joseph. So what setting to get the doors to open? So in the mini map on the right, there is there's your normal settings you have in Legends of Aria, but at the bottom there's a second gear icon, and you open that and you have a whole bunch of, and here's auto open doors right there, and you can also toggle world chat. So I actually turned world chat off for two reasons. Number one, I found it highly distracting that it kept on like going there. And second of all, we didn't have that in Ultima Online. Thank you for the follow, Jimmy. And actually the third reason would be a sort of immersion, realism, roleplay reason, which is that I don't want to see all those names from the get-go. I want to discover people on my own. I don't want to get an idea of what their personalities are like or know anything about them. I want to meet them one by one in the world and learn through those interactions with them who they are, what they do, what they're like. So seeing that world chat actually steals that experience away from me. So this is very much like a role player's like thinking in that. But I'm glad you guys have an option to turn that off. I am so glad that there's the option. So procrastination, this is PvP, yeah. Christmas house, exactly, Hawkwind. It's Christmas colors on that one, the one with the green rooftops. What the heck? Body shaming houses derelict. Yeah, but they're the Legends of Aria models, so we can feel free to shame them, right? We can feel free. These are not the Legends of Ultima models, so. Oh, nice space about the windows. Nice. And Seren, you have the same taste. You hate that the houses don't have a second floor. Yeah, I'm sure most people actually find that really disappointing. They're not in yet, Anisette. Or Aniseset. I should have been saying Aniseset actually all this time. Sorry about that. But are being heavily worked on. In UO, you even loved the small... Oh, yes. My first house was the small plaster house. Oh, with the... Oh, that one, yes, with the rooftop. True. The multi-stories in UO were amazing. For sure. Meet, then, and then steal all their loots. You can be surprised by their names. Hey there, Adana. Welcome to the stream. Annie is fine. Okay, Annie, I will say that instead. Just so I don't sort of get stuck on this. So what house model is this one? Is this the one... Is this the tailor from... This is the tailor from Helm, isn't it? I think it has a little... Yeah, that's the tailor from Helm. There's the little stairs at the back. But it's so cool. It's so cool to see these like this. Oh my gosh, what a disappointment this one is, guys. Look, it really feels like you should be able to go upstairs with this one. It's like, it really enhances that disappointment. You would love to see what those little rooms look like upstairs. But no, you can't go upstairs. Oh my gosh, but it's so interesting to see these. It is so interesting. Whoa, this is a huge... Is this the inn from Helm? Oh, this is the largest... No. Is this the largest player house that you can get? Possibly. I think so. And only after building a home, just as in UO. This is a cool one. I have liked that model. And I've liked this one as well, actually. Let me just have another look at this one, because this is one of the houses I was contemplating. Oh, we got a sand desert, or like a desert storm, I should say. This is one that I was contemplating. You know, the only thing I don't like about this one is I really hate that they made these walls like gray. It looks like the walls were unfinished. You know how walls are prepared first before they, you know, any wallpaper is put up? That's what it looks like to me. Whereas I really love the fresh plastery look of some of the other houses. Like, does this one have it from inside? No, that has the gray as well. Oh yeah, the terracotta ones always have those ugly walls inside. And I got a bad hiccup. Sorry about that, guys. This one's pretty swanky. So you got the chandeliers in all three rooms. So the equivalent model, which is the terracotta, the house I have in Crimson, it only has one chandelier. And at least here you have the window, the light from the window matching the window panes in that model. These little smith shops are so cute. The only problem with them is that the space is it's so tiny. What's this one inside like? so interesting to see these houses from inside that you couldn't really like go to explore. Like, man, this is so useful, guys. So if I ever like have somebody on the stream who's like asking like what all houses can you get in this game, I'm gonna point them to come and have a look here first, like what houses are. Of course, not all of these are available to players, and this is again the largest one, isn't it? Yeah. You know, I have yet to see, when I've watched people streaming, I have yet to see anyone decorate one of these houses in a nice way. They always look really bleak somehow. I'm sure you could do something quite nice with that, though. Just need to have that decorator's touch, I guess. And this is the one we decorated yesterday on stream, my little corruption house. I really love this one that has that like floor thing going on. Yeah, this is a small, but this is much cozier actually. If I ever get myself a smith shop in Legends of Aria, I'm gonna go for this one versus the plaster one. Yeah, here's the one I have. I'm really happy with this house. So you guys were seeing this on my stream yesterday, and it's actually in the beginning of this stream as well. Okay, so what are we gonna do next? Let's have a look. Let's go exploring a bit. So, okay, we're over here in Barren Lands. Let's just cross that bridge and just see what happens. What's up ahead? Let's hope there aren't any little venomous nasties here in the wilderness that come and bite me and poison me. So Ani, you were on the staff of Worm. Are you serious? And now you're on the staff of Legends of Ultima. Wow! You worked under Retro, really? Oh my gosh! Really? So, oh my goodness, it's so, like, because you know, Ani, you know how few people know about Worm, right? So, you know, I mean, it's clear that I love the game, and I try to promote Worm whenever I can, just, like, if I feel that the people watching would have the same taste in games as I do. And it's so rare to meet. I think you're the first person here in Legends of Aria that I've met that actually knows something about Worm, and not only that, but where you were also a part of the staff. How come? So were you a community manager as well, like Retro? Right. I knew, of course, there has been Joelle there, but to be honest, I guess I wasn't really paying attention to who were the staff before recent years. After I started to sort of, I think it was after the whole Ven network or the entertainment network. No, hold on. What was it called again? Venora? No, not Venora. Gosh, what's it called, that entertainment network again? And I'm part of it, I should know, shouldn't I? Isn't that embarrassing? So it wasn't really up till then, like up until that point, until that program started, I had just pretty much, you know, kept to myself really in Worm, done my own little thing on the island, didn't really pay attention to who the players were or who the staff was, or, you know, just enjoyed the game and didn't really take notice. So that's probably why I don't remember you or know that you were part of that. And it wasn't until that entertainment network that I started to, like, you know, pay attention more, because obviously for the streamers there is this little chat room in the Discord. So that's how we got to know some of the people, you know, the devs and stuff there. So it hasn't been till the recent year or so. Oh, you know what we could do? We could tame this guy. I'm so glad that I can tame, just like in UO here. So, Ani, was it your love of... I'm guessing you're an old Ultima Online player since you're here, right? on the Legends of Ultima server. So was it your old love of UO that got you into... Uh-oh. I'm not going to actually be able to fare against that bear. I don't have any fighting skills whatsoever. But was it your old love of Ultima Online that got you into Worm? Because, you know, they're so similar, aren't they? But UO is where your heart is, right? Yeah. Oh, the horse art was your favorite change. Aw. You played UO for many years. And so did you think of like Worm, much like I did, that, you know, I need to get my UO fix. What like MMO could be out there that's like UO? And well, actually the reason I found Worm to begin with actually was not from me searching, but I had that mindset in mind, like, you know, and then when that darn little bear, get over here, horsey. So it was actually an old Ultima Online player who told me about Worm, and they were like, well, hey, you love UO, I love UO, have you ever heard of Worm? And I was like, nope, never heard of it. And he lured me to log on, and he sailed me to his deed, and he was showing me all the cool stuff, right? And even just sailing over together to his deed, that like sold me right there and then on the game, and I've been playing ever since. Yeah, right. So you are like just like me then. And so it sounds very much like oh, that brown bear is killing the horse. That's the horse I needed to tame. What the heck? How is the horse faring again? You know, the horse is actually faring against that bear pretty well. I'll kill. I'm gonna get my horsey to kill the bear as well. Maybe both of the horses together could like take that bear down actually. I need to make a custom for that. Custom. Oh, now comes a baby bear as well. So will the baby bear start fighting that wild horse? No, it's after my horse, actually. Come on, horsey. Come on. I actually have bandages. What the hell am I doing? I could just heal my horse. Silly cats. I totally forgot about that. And I didn't actually pay attention whether this game has veterinary or not. I don't think I have, if that does exist here somewhere. Veterinary does. Okay. I should probably set that up. A little bit at least, so I can at least heal my oh, darn little bear. So yeah, what I meant to say, Ani, is that so you've clearly found your new home here on this server, and I'm guessing and assuming that Legends of Ultima server has now completely you know, I'm not going to bother actually taming that horse, to be honest, because we are meant to go exploring, and there's just too many bears around there. So Legends of Ultima is probably completely satisfying you with your like Ultima cravings, especially once the map is done, right? And Seren, that's what got you into Worm, is my introduction video where I said it was like UO in first-person view, and that made you try Worm Online. Yeah, I remember vaguely you talking about that at some point. Yeah. So did you agree with that? Like that? Did you feel that was a deceptive way, or do you like feel like that was true? What I was saying, I should say. Did you feel any of those like Ultima Online vibes when you first started? I mean, obviously Worm is Worm, right? It's not... I mean, you're going to get much more Ultima Online vibes here than you would in Worm Online, but still. The reason I ask is because a lot of people have watched that introduction to Worm Online video, And sometimes I worry that I hope that I don't sound, I hope I don't deceive people into getting into the game, because I feel myself that it is very much like UO, just as a 3D version, but it could be that other people don't react that way, you know? And Annie, you still have several large plots and an alliance in Worm Online. You just had to say goodbye. Yeah, you can't. You have to pick and choose the places where you spend your time, right? I'm having a little bit of a problem right now because obviously I want to stream Worm, but you know what Worm is like, right? Watching somebody play Worm is not the most exciting thing in the world because most of the time you're, you know, digging dirt or mining or building something. So it's not as entertaining to watch as Legends of Aria is, for sure. And then, of course, WoW Classic is coming out soon. So I'm also like, you know, oh my gosh, how am I going to prioritize my time, you know? But you're here now 100%. And you needed dungeons and things to do that were lacking. And yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. I understand, of course, their idea there that everything should be, you know, player generated and player built in the game. But it is definitely in all of the sort of like mob hunting, dungeon crawling, and combat. All of those things are very, very boring in Worm. If you love crafting, if you love building your own like city or your own little town or a castle or breeding animals or farming plots, like farming crops, crafting, all that stuff, exploration, building ships, that's great for Worm. But combat, dungeon stuff, and the loot also that you get from mobs there is just so depressing. So, you know, I'm always raving on and on about Worm, but Worm is not perfect either. And those are definitely things that like bother me about the game, that I find super boring, that it's just, I'm never motivated to go actually hunting there because it feels useless. Like I don't need like a million eyeballs and, you know, hides weighing me down. I want like real loot, you know, that you can have in other games. So I totally know what you're talking about. And Tsumi, low FPS, yeah, the reason probably most likely is because I'm in the EU area, and this is an American server. So the ping for me is pretty bad, but so it is a little bit jagged here on the stream. I can see when I'm watching Twitch here that it is a little bit like jittery. Yeah. So that's actually one reason that I most likely won't be like moving completely to the server. Oh, hey guys, it's reagents. Oh my goodness gracious. This is the first time seeing nightshade growing anywhere. I saw the ginseng and the garlic outside of Oklo, but this is the first time I'm seeing nightshade grow anywhere. Oh my, there's tons of it. Oh my goodness. Quickly, we gotta grab this stuff. So yeah, the ping, you know, is a little bit of a thing that I can't really see myself sort of making my new home here, but I'm definitely going to play around with my thief here, and enjoy that aspect of the game for sure. Yeah, Annie, that's for sure. Creativity. Yep, that, you know, there's no limits at all to what you can design and what you can build. Or really, imagination is the limit there, that's for sure. I can't think of any other MMO where you can build, you know, bridges and have bridges attached to your houses and the fact that you can own so much land and you can literally build a whole city just with one character. One account. You don't have to have several accounts to build a city. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. But then, of course, the problem with Worm is that it's so the population is so low that then oftentimes when you go adventuring and like exploring the different cities, there are a lot of just empty cities with nobody around, and it feels a little bit desolate. And then every time I've tried to bring up the topic of, hey, couldn't we please have some NPCs that we could populate our cities with? Like in UO, you had the guy that you could put in your tavern, you know, that sold drinks. And the argument has always been that no, we should be populating the cities with actual people. We shouldn't start putting fake robots standing in cities. But hey, there are already guards. There's already traders and merchants, and now they have also the wagoneer guy. So, you know, they've already done that. I don't see what the problem would be to make a bartender that you could place in your own bar, or maybe a blacksmith NPC that sort of has an animation of like smithing away if you put it near a forge or something like that. So I think it would just make like the towns a little bit more lively, because if people really expect that actual people are going to fill those cities someday and stay there, they're dreaming. Because the thing is that at the end of the day, although it's probably fun to live in somebody else's city and live on somebody else's land for a while, you know, at some point you're going to want to go off and do your own thing, right? At some, you know, I can't be bothered waiting for this horse. Let's just release it, actually. So, you know, you can't expect. I should have been actually pressing hide all this time. I forgot to do that. You can't expect like other players to come and live and be like sort of decorations for your own city. They want to do their own things. So even though some cities can be replenished with new players, they're going to come and they're going to go. And that's just the way it is. Everyone wants to try their own things at the end of the day. So I think having a few NPCs standing around would really help, so that when new players do come to the game and they come to explore like the player-made towns, they wouldn't feel so darned empty and desolate. And I've been like trying to push this for years now, but players always like are, you know the complainer guys. They're always like arguing that no, they should be actual people. I understand, but it's not realistic. Let me just check what you guys are saying. Go into hiding a little bit. I have no idea where I'm going. But that's half of the fun here. But at least we found some nice shade. So happy about that. That is so cool. I wish the reagents would just spawn all over the world like they do in UO and in Legends of Aria. I don't understand why they're just in some select areas, or is the idea to try and get people to explore and go to those parts? But I don't know. There we go. Let me see what you guys are saying here. And Ada Dan, you're trying to sell some fish, and you don't know how to do that. I have no idea. Maybe hopefully somebody can help you here in the Anya is saying fish broker in Oklo. Yeah, Tuzumi, it's probably the ping effect. Yeah. And the regs are growable by gardeners. Yeah. I guess you have to have a house for that first, though. So if you're just a starting mage with, you know, low funds, you would want to be picking those from the ground. Oh, What the hell is going on over there? I am not gonna go even close over there. I'm gonna get killed. Some mean old PK is gonna come and clobber me over the head with something. There's no way. I'm not sure. It looked like it. I did see some red names, but they could have been actually just like monsters. But there is no way I'm gonna risk it. And hello, Big Booze Billy. Welcome to the stream. What do you do in this game? So, do you mean in Legends of Aria, or do you mean in this particular server? So this is a server that called Legends of Ultima, which is one of the community servers that tries to emulate the original UO look and feel. And oh, Adadan, right? So you're on Aria Europe PVE, okay? Selling fish on like Legends of Aria. I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do with a fish other than like cooking it, Adadan. I haven't really gotten too deeply into the fishing stuff. Now, Adadan, the thing is that most of the people here now on the stream are most likely the Legends of Ultima server people. So, if I were you, I would ask on the Legends of Aria Discord. I wish I would have like done some more things with my fishermen, but I haven't really. I don't think I've ever attempted to do anything with the fish that I've accumulated with him, other than just try to cook it, and that was months ago as well. So, we've been to, what cities have we still not visited yet? Let's have a look here. Let me look at that map again. Let me just go into hiding. Always go into hiding, right guys? Always. So Grimm's Cavern, it's probably looking the same. Dungeon Corruption, same location. Cove. I don't think I have seen Cove yet. Papua? Oh my gosh, that brings back memories. Yeah, Papua, that's actually really a good one because... Oh, so you is over there. Magencia. We haven't been to Magencia or Moonglow. Or we have okay, so Elder Village is Moonglow, right? Yeah, that is Moonglow. So I have actually been there, but I haven't been to Magencia yet. But let's just head up past Moonglow and go over to... Should I try and actually go and lockpick something just for the variety's sake, or should I continue my explorations? Because at the end of the day, this is pretty much Legends of Aria. Looks like Legends of Aria, so I'll just end up running and running and running, and there won't be so much new to really... I should probably do this kind of like server site, like complete server exploration thing once the new map is in, to be honest. So let's actually, what we could do is we'll head over to... Let's head over to Elder Village, and let's see if I can get some lock picking going on with this thief. She needs to train up her skills. Yeah, so it's SC, just to be very clear. So the devs of this server are building UO. So not Citadel. Citadel Studios is not. Yeah, this is really cool. The zoo thing that you guys have got going here. By the way, I've already seen this once. I did go through this once, but just to show you guys as well here in the stream. So in Ultima Online, they had a zoo over near Moonglow, and this is, I guess, Moonglow Zoo right now. Oh, there's a huge. What the heck is that? Now that looks like a badass dragon. So what is that? Greater dragon. Oh my goodness, that's huge. There's the gazers. Eye of the beholder. I guess that's what is that called over here? Oh, so the NPC sort of speaks to you and tells you what you're looking at. That's kind of cool. Oh, and there's a dragon, I guess. Yeah, normal dragon. Drakes. That dragon is pretty cool, actually. I've given the dragons and drakes a lot of flack for like Legends of Aria. You know, compared to the Ultima Online dragons, I have to say that I don't think that the Legends of Aria dragons are very pretty. I just love the stance and the way the Ultima Online dragons hold their head ups high, and they're just the shape of their body and everything is so cool. There's the Dread War Horse. There's a Nightmare. So the Nightmare actually has white hair here. Oh no, there's a normal Nightmare. Why does this Nightmare have white hair? Nightmares are supposed to be pure black. That's the whole beauty of a Nightmare. Oh, a bear is attacking me. Oh, and there's the Dire Bear. Is that the one now that you can saddle in Legends of Aria? They're pretty cool looking, actually. Or is that the one that the tamers want for like killing mobs and stuff? Okay. I think we've seen enough. Oh, are there any unicorns? Let's still check that one. Do we see any unicorns here? Fire Steed. No, didn't see any unicorns. Okay. Half-breed Nightmare, exactly, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Seren. They had that element of fierceness and cuteness at the same time, which is very much an element of like Ultima Online. Beasts we always had that nice mixture. And I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again, that Legends of Aria art team did an amazing job at getting that same feeling in most of the animals. They have that cuteness and fierceness at the same time. But I just don't like the anatomy of the dragons, the way they're sort of like flopped over and they're not holding themselves up high and proud. So we're in Moonglow now, and I should probably... I guess as a thief it doesn't matter if I keep my horse with me. Let's see if there's some... Let's go to the bank and see if there's some chests around that we could lockpick. Who do we have around the bank here? There's My Lord 2W. We have None So Vile. We have Zedicide and Cyrix. Okay. And let's just get our... We should probably go completely naked now. Because we're gonna die probably as we lockpick, because we're gonna be blown up quite a bit. So let me just actually... Let's put all of our... Well, the reagents we're going to put away right away that we so lovingly collected from the environment. Bandages, we'll keep a few bandages with us. We'll throw everything else in the bank because we don't want to get killed or, you know, lose our stuff when we die. Let's just put everything in there. Let's keep one lockpick with us. Oh, restarting in 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see what we can get done before that. Oh, and we should probably make her naked. Thieves are always naked, right? So let's just do that as well. My thief in Ultima Online was always naked at least. Okay, so let's see if we can find a chest or two that we could try and lockpick. So it's been around since 2017, Anisette. Wow. So this is an old server then. Crikey. So you guys have a whole community already like going on. Everyone knows each other, I'm sure. Now, do we see any... What about these crates over here? Oh, there's something. Contains 1 item. Let's see what happens. But it's not locked though. Why is the horsey going over there? Get over here, horsey. Did you see that? The horse started to go off on its own, started to do its own thing. That appears to be locked. Okay, let's try lockpicking that. You don't see how that lock can be manipulated, so I guess that's a very high lock. Okay. And these barrels have something. Let's check them out. Ooh, stealing time. Stealing time, and I don't see any NPCs around either. Can we steal something just before the... You failed to steal the item. At least we got some skill gain. And then F3. Okay, let's try again. Yay! We got something, guys. Now we just have to avoid the NPCs at all costs. Come on, horsey. Come on, horsey. Let's go over here and hide. So now I'm gray, of course, and of course anyone can come and kill me if they're watching the stream. They know that they can come and kill me, and they won't get any penalty for it. Not that I stole anything special though, but... The panties always drop when you stop. I was trying to flee, Gunstar. Hello, Gunstar. So now I just have to wait for my name to go back to blue. Oh, well then, I should have probably maybe kept on trying to steal that stuff, but I'm so overly cautious now. And Ada, how can you see a zone of a map to see the rods? You mean for starter zone, I see roads. Oh, roads. But for others, no. Oh, Ada, here's what you do. So you were on the Aria Europe server, right? So here's what you do. You need a little bit of money. I think the maps cost... What did they cost now? I forget. But... if you go to the general stores of each of the cities from the different zones, you can buy maps. And then you just double click the map once you've bought it, and then it will reveal the area to you. And this is going to start up now. Oh no, 5 minutes. 5 more minutes. Okay. Gun store. Victoria's Secret Thief Guild. Oh my gosh. Exactly. Okay, she's blue again. Okay. Let's try stealing something else before the servers go down. Yay! We got some more skill gain. And there it went down. I got one thing stolen just as it went down. So, guys, I think I'm going to actually wrap up the stream at this point. I did say in the beginning that it's just going to be a short stream tonight. And my family's actually going to go to bed soon as well. So, we had a little look at Aria Legends of Ultima server. And had a nice chat reminiscing about Ultima Online stuff. And it was so interesting to hear about your background, Annie. I had no idea about that. That's so cool. Always lovely to meet other people who share those same like passions in the same games, you know. And my pleasure, Space Vacation. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, time to wrap up. I'm actually pretty tired because I stayed up really late last night and I didn't get enough sleep anyhow. Well, my family's going to sleep, so I won't be able to talk anyhow. So, but for the next stream, I'm gonna start much earlier so that we don't have to like end it so quickly. And Annie, we had that conversation, so let's connect about those plans that we had, and we'll talk about that at some point. As well. Okay, guys, thank you so much for dropping by. I hope you all have an amazing evening, and thanks, Ben Joseph. Night, guys.